Buenos dias, and welcome back to another video, my friends. I hope you're staying healthy and I hope you're staying safe wherever you are in the world. Today on the channel, I want to talk about sending photos to clients and how you can do it easily and do it with high quality and do it for free with Google Drive. Now, if you're not familiar with Google Drive is an online cloud-based storage facility. So in order to get into Google Drive, you will need a Gmail account, which is free. Just go to mail.google.com and sign up and register for free. Once you have done that, go to drive.google.com and you will use that account that you just created, or you already have a Gmail account, and sign in, and now you're in Drive. So once you're in Drive, you'll notice that you get 15 gigabytes for free. 15 free gigabytes? That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, unless you have a cold or something. But let's say you want to level up your storage game. You can actually level up to 100 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, and 2 terabytes. And it comes at a fairly low cost. I think for the 2 terabytes, it's like $99 per year. So that's a lot of storage, especially if you're just starting out. But let's focus on the free for right now. Free is me, and if you're just starting out as a new photographer and wanting to share high quality images with your clients, then this might be the ticket. Doesn't have to be, but it just might be. And I also want to say, this is not sponsored by Google or anybody else for that matter. But it's okay. My time will come, my friends. All right, let's keep marching forward. Make sure you're under my drive, not my drive, but your drive, but it's called my drive. You get me. And then select new. Once you have selected new, select new folder and then title the folder. In this case, I'm gonna call it maternity photos and click create. You'll notice here that you have a maternity folders folder. Let's go ahead and open it, and you'll see that it is empty and we can drop files here. It is super simple to drop files. You can actually go on your desktop or wherever you might have them and drag them in, or you can pull them through Drive. So I'm gonna go back up here to new. I'm gonna go to file upload. It's gonna ask me where I wanna get these from. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my desktop, where I have some Drive images here. There they are. I'm gonna highlight them and I'm gonna open, and they're gonna start to load in on or into my Drive folder that I created for this maternity shoot. You're starting to see them load up right now. And I just loaded 3 from a recent shoot, a maternity shoot, and these are some of my favorites. Okay, so they're all loaded up, and as you can see, I have them named Black and White Baby Shoes, Waterside Fun, and Yaz and Sal Silhouette. All right, before we go any further, I also want to show you something in terms of the file size. So if I click on this first image, the Black and White Baby Shoes, come over here to the right side of the screen at the top, there's a little eye here. I'm going to click on the eye, and what I want you to see is that this is an 8 megabyte file. So it's a pretty decent size file, and that's a nice decent size image. And so if I go over here and show you the original file, it was also 8.2 megabytes. So you are getting essentially the same exact file from your computer onto Google Drive and into the cloud, and then it's going to miraculously be sent to your client, basically a full size image. And I think it's really important that your clients get megabyte for megabyte full quality images when you're ready to hand them over. I did a video on sharing your desktop version of Lightroom photos to the cloud-based version of Lightroom and then sharing them. You can watch that. I'll tag it later in the video. You can watch that video, but the one thing is when the clients go to download those images, they're going to be at a lower quality in the kilobyte range. So just keep that in mind. So that's why I would prefer to use Lightroom as maybe the interface by which they view and maybe proof them, and then send the final copies through Drive if you're using Lightroom already, because Lightroom is a paid for software. But if you're already using it, you have access to all of those versions of Lightroom, the desktop version and the cloud-based version. Okay, enough about Lightroom. That is an option, but let's stick and continue moving through here with our Google Drive photos. So now you've loaded them up. You can simply come back over here to your file, which is at the top, maternity photos, right? And you can click on it and you can click share if you'd like. There's lots of different ways to share, but let's click on share. This will allow you to get the link, but if you notice it's restricted, and that's a good thing, because maybe you only want to send it to a certain person, such as a client or a couple people, and this way you can actually type in, so I'm gonna type in one of my other emails, teacherdiaz67@gmail.com, and I'm going to send these to myself. So the only people, and you can send them a note here, but the only people that will be able to see this is those who you shared it with in terms of an email. Now, if you did want to just send the link, you can do so, but you might want to change the restrictions, and I'll show you how here in a second. Let me go ahead and send this off. And so now that's going to be in my email. So now if you want to just share the link, remember it's restricted only to that one email that I sent it. But if you click here, and now anyone with a link, you can see restricted or anyone with the link. I'm going to leave it as anyone with the link and click done. And now you can copy that link and share it with the world. And everybody you send that link to, let's say you wanted to put it on Facebook and share a bunch of photos with people, they would come to this Google Drive folder only. They're not going to have access to other folders, only the one that you sent them the link to. So I've opened my other email. I'm going to click on the first line there. You can see that I have maternity folders sent to me, and I'm essentially accessing that folder that was sent to me. And now, as you can see, very similarly like in my drive, here they are, and I can click on one and go to these triple dots here, and your client can download. If you highlighted all three of these, which are highlighted, click on the triple dots, you can download all three. Right now it's zipping it down here in the corner, and now it's on my computer. If I was the client, I'm receiving my photos. And once again, let me show you. I'm going to click on one of these photos. I'm going to go to the information, and you can see that it's 8 megabytes, and that's when I'm getting a full size image. So let me know down in the comments below what service you use to share your photos. So if you're a professional photographer and you've been doing it for years, you're probably using a very professional service to send your photos. Perhaps Pixieset or SmugMug or one of the many others. Please let me know down in the comments, because it will certainly help a lot of people out and give a lot of different variations on how to share your photos to other people or clients in this case. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. Comment down below like I just mentioned. Like this video if you liked any part of it. And ring that bell to notify you of new videos when they're posted every Monday and Thursday. All right, y'all. I love you. Thanks for watching. Peace. Recording. Whoa. Recording. And recording. Buen.